Hello, chat. Welcome to the Girl Cock podcast. Sky, our co-host. What's your thoughts on Girl Cock?
How do you feel about it?
It's a 10 out of 10.
Hell yes.
Is that 10 Girl Cocks out of 10?
Yes.
I couldn't take that many. I tried 5 guys, and it was too much.
Okay, but Girl Cocks are
Weak.
smaller.
It depends.
Listen, all I can say is weak.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Do you think you could take 10 Girl Cocks?
I could. Well, it depends on what you mean by could I take it. Like, I would go through it, but I'd be a mess after. Anyway, chat. I just realized...
Yeah, this is a very normal episode.
Anyway, yo, what's up? So...
Did you forget about the camera?
I realized, oh, wait a minute, we're streaming to homes right now. So, I accidentally streamed this at first, so you might have got a little glimpse at today's episode if you have notifications on for my Twitch. Probably not because I
Please turn
doubt
on
it went
notifs.
through. What?
Remember to always have notifs on so you can catch your favorite streamers. Whoa!
Woo! Us three.
Notifications are based.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Ooh, you love contributing to the content. You love giving us money.
You love giving us money. You love sponsoring us,
Ooh.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, no, give them your money. Don't even
tell Raid you want them to sponsor us. They're gonna harass us, baby.
Raid Shadow Legends, you want to sponsor us? Woo, 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 woo,
It would be so
woo.
funny though.
Anyway, yeah, we're here with coffee underscore. Good. What made you choose 2 underscores?
When I tried to pick that username on a why is there a microphone in my face? Anyways, when I tried picking this username with only 1 underscore, the website of my choice had that one already taken. So
You
I
had
put
another.
an extra underscore in there. And even
Genius.
when I don't need it,
Was it
it adds
Minecraft?
character. Was it?
Was it?
You tell me. I don't remember.
That's genius, to be honest. I will give that to our guest. Our guest is clearly...
You see, for me, my go-to is like if underscore is taken and normal's taken, I always go to like catel.uwu. I can't explain why. I just really like it.
I can't explain why. Why ooh woo makes me happy. Probably because you're a cat and autistic and gay.
Like my older sibling actually was the one who suggested it to me. It's like, oh my god, you're a fucking genius.
I mean, I feel like most I don't know. I feel like dot ooh woo it just screams like gay cat 24-year-old VTuber.
Yeah.
So fits.
I'm not 24. I'm 23. What the fuck?
I thought your birthday was tomorrow.
No, it's in October.
My bad.
So it's great to know how old you are, though. It's great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure this information will never be invalidated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've been 23 for the entirety of this year. Okay.
I'm really
Exactly.
glad that
This year hasn't been very long.
I'm really
It
glad
hasn't
that we
been very
came
long.
back to the podcast after 9 years, a 9-year hiatus.
Yeah, I know. Crazy how
Enjoyed
shuffled
it.
the footage y'all got. You know.
You know, with
It took a long time to upload. There was a lot of complications, you know.
Yeah. God, the fucking pedophile podcast took such a long time to upload.
Yeah, that was
All of that
9
legal shit.
years ago that we recorded that. Can
Yeah.
you believe that? The
Crazy.
nostalgia thinking of the pedophile podcast.
I know, right?
this is definitely a normal conversation.
I
What,
don't know what you're
I-
talking about.
I
what is-
remember at the end of the pedophile podcast, actually, I made a joke like, next episode, we're gonna be reviewing CP, and I think that would be a really funny bit to double down on.
What do you mean double down? You want no? We can't review CP, Cat. What do you
That's
mean?
a crime. Okay? Listen, I'm pretty sure it was like 9 years ago. It is today. That's a crime.
Okay, but I want to be like, okay, this one's alright, good framing. I don't like the fact that it's a child, but looking past that,
Jesus.
You can't just look past that. I'm sorry.
Let's start off this episode like that too. These are just getting worse. This is just getting more
I
unhinged.
think the fact that I'm
One of
23 does
these-
make this a little worse.
One of these days, if we're one of these days, we're going to stop having immunity to the fact that we're talking about some really weird stuff.
Eventually,
And we're
this is gonna
gonna-
get popular, and someone's gonna look back on this and be like, Kat was like 23, and like, yeah, we should review child porn. And they're gonna cancel us on Twitter.
Yeah,
I'm not attributing. I'm not contributing, chat. I'm against it.
I would like to formally say this now. I think that CP is bad, and you should never touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my point has been made.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job.
Good
Coffee
job.
is now just
Outstanding citizen. You do not condone child porn.
nice.
But you know what I do condone?
Porn.
What?
Arson.
I knew
This
you were
is
gonna
a-
say arson, you
this is a-
repetitive motherfucker.
This is this is half of a lie. I think arson is awesome, but at the same time, please don't commit crimes.
Mm-hmm.
That you will end up in prison. That's it. That's the only reason.
Y'all, also, last podcast, I said I was reading this. This podcast, I still am! It's so hard to get through. It's so long. Why are
I can't
you
believe
so
it's
repetitive?
taken you 9 years.
It's taken me 9 years. I can't.
Don't. We're gonna check back in 9
Can we
years.
call this
and
the
you're gonna
Time
be
Skip podcast? Hey guys, welcome to the Time Skip podcast.
That actually
Time
goes
Skip
hard.
/ girl cock podcast.
Yeah.
That's
the
awesome.
time skip.
Going back to girl cock, what are our thoughts on girl cock?
Very good.
I wish I was full of girl cock. Unfortunately, I am not.
This thing's kind of cool.
I mean, I will say there's a way to change that. Just go find
Dude, you
find the right
fucking
girls.
Look at your girl cock and like, holy shit.
I didn't know it was
Girl
there.
cock.
I forgot.
That is insane. You know, wouldn't it be crazy if I checked and there was something there? Hang on.
Wait, let me check. I don't have one. What?
Oh my god, I
Okay.
got jump scared. I got girl cock jump scared.
I don't
Damn.
have one.
Damn, Cat
Oh.
doesn't have one. Flirt Gateway just
shame.
opened for me, but I'm shutting it down because I'm live.
It's a shame that you don't have one. But you
I'm
The
know,
so
world
sorry.
of flirtation has opened its legs to you, and yet you cannot capitalize.
I can't capitalize. I can't
Yet.
capitalism it. So sad.
yeah. Fun fact about capitalism: I don't like it.
Yo,
Actually, do we go into communism rant now?
we
we could
literally
still go
have an
into communism
entire
rant.
podcast set up for the communism rant.
Or we could rant about communism right now.
You want to?
Uh,
Do you want to make this the communist episode?
I, as the guest,
Eh.
I must say I don't. That sounds exhausting.
Yeah, Coffee is not a political creator.
That's fair.
She's not a political commentator. We shouldn't
I look
drag
at-
her into our political shenanigans.
I look at politics.
I think we should radicalize her.
I look at politics and I go, kind of cringe, not NGL.
NGL.
One of my favorite activities is radicalizing 8-year-olds.
What does that
What-
mean?
what-
I love telling small children why the system we live in is flawed and how their life will ultimately be destroyed by it.
Oh,
Cat isn't like a child's person. Which
That's
is
my favorite
surprising
thing to do
because you
around
wanted to
kids.
look at CP this episode, so
I insisted, but unfortunately my request is shut down.
Cat's like, I know y'all wanted the CP review, so I'm sorry that I couldn't deliver.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I pushed really hard, but we just couldn't. Like, there are too many laws in the way. We'll see about that in a few years, but for now, I'm sorry, we just can't.
Why do the episodes they just get worse? Like I thought like Bulby, I'm like, okay, when Bulby's here, this is the worst it'll get, so I don't gotta worry about next episode. No.
Your 23-year-old girlfriend talking about CP for an hour.
This is terrible. Yeah, Coffee, how do you regret coming on the podcast yet?
I'm in like. I'm kind of in between regret and thinking, oh my god, this is beautiful. I'm so glad I
Yeah.
came.
That's
no,
fair.
aren't you glad you came onto the child porn podcast?
Oh my god, chat. Let's just let her respond to that.
Yeah. What are your thoughts
No.
about that?
Oh, okay. That's a good response to that
Okay.
question.
How about instead we review Girl Cock?
There we go.
I much prefer that.
There we
yes.
go. There we go.
There we go. That's a compromise.
Yeah, that's something that everyone here can talk about.
My grandma sent me a gif of a cat.
That's so cool.
This
Wait.
is
Kinda like
this is
me.
very much
It's
so
a penguin.
related somehow, and I'm trying to think of how.
It's a penguin, actually.
Penguin.
It says, busy, 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 and it's the little penguin, like, pushing itself on its legs.
I would love to like look at that,
But
but
you're blind.
unfortunately I'm blind as shit.
Yeah, that's a thing. Coffee is... She is blind every episode.
I'm fucking blind.
Hey,
Holy
so
shit.
you get to see just as much as the viewers do.
Yeah,
at least
the ones who are
at least the
watching
ones
on
on
YouTube.
Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm the voice of the audio listeners. I am the one. Fuck.
Oh, well,
I forgot what the
technically-
bit I was going for.
I am
was.
an audio listener. I listen to my own podcast because I do that for some reason, and I listen to it on Apple Music or on Apple Podcasts.
I like to listen to the podcast because I like supporting you guys and giving you guys
Have you
like
actually
the
listened to it?
views stuff. I listened to the first episode and then never got around to listening to the other ones.
Okay. I didn't finish the first episode. I watched all of the second episode.
Really?
hmm
I don't blame you. The second episode was fucking wild.
Yeah, no, that one was like legitimately might be my magnum opus.
Your favorite out of all the content you created, that's your favorite?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
it was pretty funny. I'll give you that.
I'll
Okay,
have
can we
to
tell
see
them?
this.
Okay, can we tell them the story about the thumbnail? I'm really happy about the thumbnail. For
Okay,
the,
real quick, I
Pedophile
just want to
podcast.
give what I did. I also watched the first episode and or listened to, and then listened to some of the second, but I didn't finish it. Go on about the story, Kat.
So, with the second episode, with the thumbnail, there's like, if you look above like the window that like Jade is like staring out of, there's like a guy above there that's like doing a slam dunk. And the reason why there's a little man there doing a slam dunk is because we were looking up duct tape for like Mirsu or whatever her fucking name is, and Jade accidentally wrote dunk PNG,
It's
and there was
Marisa,
just a
but
guy dunking.
yeah, it's Marisa, but yeah,
Marisa, yeah.
or
Like we
Marisa,
were looking
however
up
you
duct
say it.
tape for Marisa to put over her mouth, and like she wrote dunk instead, and so like we just gotta do dunking. It's like, okay, I have to include this in the image. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
we have to include dunk.
It was really cool.
Hey, that is pretty cool. Speaking of images that were made by people, I have one to share.
That's an amazing segue.
Yeah,
With
I have
the-
one to share.
With the audio listeners, yeah.
Rip audio listeners.
Okay, don't worry. I'm gonna give the story for the audio listeners. Don't
Go ahead and
worry
send
about
it in the GC, and I will full screen it for everyone. Here's the
Okay.
original,
So,
and here's what Amber did.
yeah. See, Dying Light and Sonic the Hedgehog, their main characters have the same voice actor. So I learned that today. So I went, damn, I should make an image out of this, and it is hilarious.
It is
It's-
pretty awesome.
It's poorly done because I don't know how to get rid of the characters that were already there, but I did match up the poses best I could, so that was crazy.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It was pretty awesome.
I'm noticing, Jade, you appear to be trying to throw darts, right? Are
No,
you yet
I'm
to hit a
very
bullseye?
focused.
Are you yet to hit a bullseye to prove you're not a pedophile yet?
No, that's totally not why I'm doing this or anything. I just practicing darts. I don't have to prove anything to anyone.
This is
Uh-huh.
true. This is true. Never prove anything to anyone. Everything that everyone else says is a lie. There
You
is
started dating me when I was 13. Well, you were 17.
Okay, chat. No. Number one, no, it did not.
this is a lie.
Thank you.
Don't
Second,
fucking gaslight them, Sky. Oh my god.
No, listen, I think it's funny though.
we were
Fine.
saying that like you are gaslighting them, and that Cat is right. Okay, look. The last episode, I think Bulby said if you don't get a bullseye, you're a pedophile.
Yeah, yeah, Bulby did say that.
So I've just been trying to get bullseyes ever since.
Have you succeed? How much success have you had yet so far?
None. That one actually just hit the wall and flung off.
Okay, question though. What would you
Uh-huh.
say is the most accurate you've been?
I've gotten well, I mean, before or like
After.
since I've ever used it, or since he told me that.
Since you were
accused of
since you
being
were
a
told.
pedo.
Yeah, since the accusation.
I've gotten
The accusation sounds so mysterious.
I've gotten on the inner ring, but not on the bullseye.
So you're like, what, 75% not a pedophile?
Exactly. I just hit it again, not on the not ring, and you can't see it because it's too far away. But like that's pretty damn close.
Rip audio listeners. Rip audio listeners.
Okay, well, I mean, rip visual, rip watchers. They can't see it either, it's so far away. But yeah, just saying. My mom sent me a text message. She said, your bathroom, raising eye emoji. She went, your bathroom?
Hold on, can I navigate my way to the vine boom? I can! Let's go!
She's blind, but she can still get led to the vine boom.
Found it.
When you're blind but can still meme.
Nice. I can meme chat. We got a soundboard coming in because we are DJs.
You're fucking gay! As in homosexual!
Yeah.
That's me. I love girls.
Yeah.
Same. Girls are great.
I do like
I love
girls.
women.
We all are dating women here. You are.
I'm dating half the people in this call.
I'm dating.
This
you
is
mean-
the truth for me too.
I'm dating 100. You mean other than you, guys? I'm dating.
No, I'm including myself.
It's still impossible. There's 3 of us. You can't.
And people
would
call
work.
her narcissistic. She.
That's just a little bit of self-love. What's so wrong with that?
Self-love
But
is gay.
can I not marry myself?
Self-love is gay. You know, narcissism was named after a guy who married a
Likes
mirror.
puddles.
No, the man looked into like a pond for so long that he decayed.
That's kind of hot.
Narcissus.
Yeah.
Why did you agree
That's-
with me? Why did you agree that that was kind of hot? That he...
Hot.
I didn't agree with you on that.
I
just
agree
for
with
the
you.
record.
I think it's hot.
You think looking in a puddle until you decay is hot?
Could you do that for me?
For you? Oh, okay, Chad. Okay.
Can I do that for you?
What do
you
you
guys should
mean?
both do it.
You want us to look
Can?
into a puddle until we decay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just both of you guys should just look into the pond together.
Yeah, until we die.
It'll be so romantic.
Okay.
You'll have so much
If we're
fun.
about to die, like let's say Cat, we go to like and we both get shot and we're bleeding out and there's a river nearby. I'd crawl us to there and I'd wrap my arm around you and look at the river and be like, I love you. And then you'd be like, I love you too. And we'd sit there and it would be like that part from Breaking Bad, except there's 2 people and we don't say, let me die in peace.
hmm
Have y'all
And
seen
say,
Breaking
I think-
Bad?
At least I'm dying with you.
And then I smoke both of you.
Yeah, I was gonna
Thank
say, Amber, you could
Is
be on
this-
my other side, or you could.
I
just
had a
smoke both of
crazy
us.
idea. I had a crazy podcast idea, but I don't know if this is a podcast conversation. So earlier,
That's
this
scary.
week, we were talking about like cremation stuff, and I
So
just wanna
girl
talk
cock
about,
is a podcast conversation, but whatever the hell you're gonna talk about might not be.
So would it be funny if you were to put your grandfather's ashes into a butt plug?
Oh my god, we're not talking about that conversation, chat.
Granddad getting it on even in the afterlife.
Oh my fucking god.
Getting it on
I-
from the grave.
I
Yo.
don't see the ash issue with ash-filled butt plugs.
We were making some jokes about necrophilia, and we're like, what if we put the ashes from the dead people in your ass?
Yeah, and like a butt plug.
I mean,
Why?
all I'm saying
It'd
is
be awesome.
make sure the person consents to it, I guess.
All I'm saying is
Oh, if the
Amber
person
passes-
consents to it, then hell yeah. If the person's like, put me in a butt plug when I die, then yeah, hell yeah, do that.
I mean, yeah, because
Those will
then
be
you're
my
not,
final.
you're
That'll
not,
be my final words.
you're also not having
if
sex
this-
with a corpse. You're just using a really weird
Fucking.
sex toy.
If this kills me, please put me in a sex toy.
My old coworker sent me J explanation point upside down explanation point. I don't. Why are my notice on? I'm streaming or I'm recording. I'm turning.
Turn them the fuck off. You're literally live.
I'm sorry. I just had
You're
to.
literally live at twitch.tv/JJJ
J jealous. Good job, honey. Yeah, you should. Thank you for that. And you're literally live at twitch.tv/cat_.
Cattail_.
Cattail. Oh, well, yeah, I knew that, but I just forgot the tail. But I would have known if I was typing it out. I got it right.
Remember to check me live at twitch.tv/cattail_. This will be uploaded Tuesday, which means I will be live.
Oh, shit. Well, you won't be live because it's being uploaded at 3 a.m.
Yeah, but that day I will be going live.
Yeah!
See, I know how to chill. I can chill.
Yeah, and...
Don't forget to, at one point in the distant future, check to see if I've started streaming, because I probably will at some point in like 25 years.
Yeah, she was live as recent as a year ago.
Never.
So...
Yeah, I was live once. It was,
She was.
bad.
She was live once.
I
And
mean,
now I'm
hey,
not.
the first stream is the hardest one. To be
Technically-
completely fair.
Technically, you were on a live when you were in my Minecraft 24-hour thing, and you ran away from me, and...
Didn't you keep trying to pick fights with JD?
Actually, no. I remember she was like, I could kick your ass, and I'm like, I know. And everyone's like, you two should fight. And I'm like...
Didn't she drop, like, the fucking Minecraft combat's too easy shit? For just, like, repeatedly dying?
It is too easy. I'm allowed to be bad at something and think it's too easy.
The funny part is, I know for a fact, I watched that video, you stole that argument from me, and completely lost the nuance. It's not that it's too easy, it's that it's too simple.
To be fair, it's so simple that it's too easy. I
Okay.
did steal that argument from you, but it's less of stealing and more of, hey, I agree with you, let me talk to other people about it. Is it really theft?
I'll take.
Okay.
You know what?
Eel
You're
plus
right.
bozo.
You know what? You're right. I'm a little thief. I'm going to steal your tonsils.
No, my tonsils, no! No!
Have fun having a slightly lowered immunity
I
from
can't
that.
tell my voice could crack like that.
I didn't either. Jesus, that was I thought that was your mic breaking or something.
I didn't know I could do that.
That's the closest you'll ever hear cat scream. Blah. That's the closest you'll ever hear
yeah.
cat screaming. She would no.
Brave husbands.
Jump scare anyone that's trying to sleep with the podcast.
I thought you said
Mother.
something else, and what I thought you said needs to be a phrase that people use.
Oh my god.
What do you think I said?
Well, I thought Kat said Trump scare.
Trump scare. I like Trump scare.
That'd be great. That's any time we think Trump is about to win the election for a minute.
That's a Trump scare. That's a Trump scare moment.
Dude, which is gonna be every election. Everybody at home watching, don't forget the red mirage. This is the whole reason they claim the election was stolen, even though they said this was gonna happen for months prior. Republicans tell their people, hey, don't vote by mail, it's bad. So guess what happens? They vote in person. All the Republican votes come in first. So at first, in this election, no matter whether he wins or not, Trump will be in the lead. Wait until after, and then if he's still in the lead, then be scared. Rant over.
Awesome. Anyways, Mother, I crave sustenance.
You're like,
Feed
awesome.
me.
Anyway, Mother, help me. I don't give a shit about Donald Trump. I need sustenance.
Feed me.
This is the best podcast episode. Oh my god.
I have been malnourished for 15 years.
Feed me.
Shadow the Hedgehog and Schlatt are cuddling over there. Hold on.
Can we get a fucking... I need someone to clip... I am malnourished. Feed me.
That would be awesome. I really hope no one saw that.
I saw that.
Everyone
I
saw
saw-
your mistakes. You fool.
No.
I love that voice so much. I like... Imagine a fucking character in like a show or something that just talks like that.
Do you
I
like
know
your
your
vintage?
sins,
Do you like your
viewer.
vintage The Batchman novels? Yes, but I'm not gonna rate it eBay. My mom texted me. I'm gonna text on chat.
You should like... Okay, eventually we need to do an episode where we just like send a message in like one of our chats and just like pretend your live chat. And we're just gonna read them out like her live.
Awesome. I don't know why, but I really want to drink this nail polish. I don't know why, but it just looks so yummy. It's one like
Don't drink nail polish.
I'm not gonna.
Consume the teal motion.
That's how like
I
that's
don't encourage her.
that's how like people do at
I
home
said
DIY
teal, not
abortion.
tan.
DIY abortion. Whoa!
Go buy the teal liquid. Consume.
Abortion costs too much money? Drink nail polish.
Drink. Drink the fetus deletus motion.
Okay.
Can I get like a soundboard to drink the fetus deletus potion?
You should clip
I
that.
will record myself doing this for you.
Thank you.
This is scary.
For you alone.
Aw,
Thank
that's
you.
so
I will
sweet.
add that to our private soundboard.
That's so sweet. Well, I mean,
I have the coolest sister. By the way, me and Sky are sisters.
yeah.
Just like lore check for everyone at home. This is my sister.
Mhm.
Everyone, I am going to do something I will not hear you for about 15 seconds.
Well, it's just us. So anyway, what are your thoughts on CP?
Let's start fucking.
Yeah, I agree.
I have returned. What the
Yo,
fuck?
what's up? What's up,
What did I
I
homie?
can't believe you
What
walked in
the
on us
hell?
fucking live.
What's up, chat? Hey, y'all notice my nails look a little different from the last episode?
Rip audio, rip audio.
Girly.
Oh yeah, they're black now.
Oh my god, I can't believe. What
Woman.
the hell? Racism.
What?
Woman.
Black
I can't
nail.
believe you're doing black
It's
nail.
black nail. We both said the same thing.
I can't believe you're doing black nail, babe. What the hell?
my
I thought you were
God.
better than that.
I thought they're gonna make fun of me for like being a goth girl or something, but no, you decide to call me black nail. That's actually
Alright,
wild.
serious for a second. Goth is like one of the best looks ever. I would know.
I know
agree.
emo bitch ass.
I agree. I
You're
like.
both
get-
emo.
Guess who? Hey, I take mild offense to that.
No, you don't. That made you so happy when
Ever
she
so
said
slightly
that.
mild.
No, you're lying. I know you're lying.
You enjoyed that.
You're horny right now because I said that.
I am not.
Yes,
That
you are.
sounded like a lie, but it's not. I don't think.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. I am just.
That's
no,
her sister, everybody.
Yeah, she's wanking in call, actually.
Oh my God.
No.
People are
Yes,
gonna be
you
like,
are.
I thought you were weird. Why do you talk to your sister like that?
I talk to everyone like this.
You talk to your dad like that?
Sometimes.
Okay.
If
Anyways,
it's funny.
guess what?
Would.
What?
Hang on. Let me see. Where is it?
Also, I am going to attempt to finish this before next podcast. I'm gonna look at how many pages are left. I'm gonna divide it into that and see how many pages I have to read every day, and I'm gonna do that so
Where-
y'all don't have to deal with this book being back there anymore.
Where did it go?
What go?
Hang on. Something weird happened.
You know, I just realized this is the holy trinity of mediums. We have the book girl, we have the gamer girl, and we have the meth addict.
I'm sorry.
Not-
Who's the meth addict
Not
here?
where I thought you were gonna go with that. Well, let's think about it. One of us is a gamer girl. One of us is a book girl. One of us is a meth addict. Who do you think she could be referring to there?
Well, let's see here. All three of us are gaming. Two of us more so than one.
All I'm saying is, which one of us has pink hair and pronouns?
You.
That's what I thought.
So are you calling yourself
Which
more of a
means-
gamer?
Yeah.
Well, that's just incorrect. I don't like meth. It's bad for you.
I need to
Fuck,
publish
am I
my-
the meth addict?
I need to publish
God
my
damn
book
it.
already. God damn. I'm gonna tell my mom, like, you don't gotta buy me food anymore. Just let me publish the book. Just help me pay for this goddamn book. It's so expensive to publish books.
Hey, so guess what? Guess what I recorded?
What'd you
What
record?
did you record? Oh,
Rip audio
Did she
listeners.
did she go to do the thing? Rip audio listeners. What do you?
Okay, oh, there's an
It
audio
is
file in the chat.
audio. It is audio.
It's gonna be the thing. It's gonna be the thing. It's gonna be the
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's hear it.
Drink the Vetus Deletus potion.
There you have it, chat.
There you have it.
It's sound
That
advice.
will be added to, like... By the way, on my stream tomorrow, I will be adding sound effect routines, or at least trying to. So, feel free to harass me with, drink the fetus deletus potion.
I think it's funny how similar our energy is, but also so different. I like how at the same time we're like, well, there you have it, and at the same time synced. There you have it, chat.
You two are not two sides of the same coin. You two are the same side of two different coins that are like supposed to be the same thing.
I made sense of that.
Thank you for making sense of that because no one else will.
All right, Kat, are you checking your hair physics?
No, I'm looking at you.
Or are you going back and looking at the camera, looking at me like, oh, I gotta look at Jay again. Okay, I'll look at the camera. No, I got his hair again. Okay, look at no. I
Why
gotta
were
see
you
Jay again.
jerking off the air?
What?
You were, like, moving your hand back and forth, like you were jerking off the air.
You should do that again.
I don't
See
know.
what happens.
I don't know what
Put your
you're
hand
referring.
up. Put your hand up, the one on my side, and go back and forth. And it's about to orgasm on you.
Okay.
I do
Oh, I
want
was
to know
doing that.
what air.
Yeah,
I do want to know what air
Okay.
orgasm looks like though.
it's more air. It's just stickier.
But the air just
That's-
feel. It's
That's,
just
a,
gets
that's
more
what
humid.
having air. That's what having air blow in your face is.
I think
It's
I
just
think what you're
jizz.
describing is poison gas. I think you're describing the stuff that they like fill apartment buildings with when there's an infestation.
Air cum.
Yes, air gum.
That sounds.
I wish I could die to a
disturbing.
room being flooded with cum.
I'm gonna swish this water in my mouth and gargle, but mute my mic and see what it looks like.
Rip audio, rip audio.
You should have left your audio on. It would have
Actually,
been
no,
so much
audio
better.
listeners still get to hear that.
Really, I just wanted to do that. I just just wanted an excuse to do that.
Listen, if you die, do I get to? If you die, do I get to have your game
Body?
mode poster?
Oh, my game mode on poster.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do I get to have that if you die?
Sure.
Can I also can I have your phone case with the anime titties on it?
The one where she's like orgasming. This one. If you can
yeah,
see
that
it.
one.
Okay, then yeah.
That
Rip
is
audio.
that is quite the phone case.
Yeah. Oh.
I feel like you would get arrested for bringing that into like a school building.
I want to bring that into a school building.
You will probably get arrested, but it'll be
No,
fine.
I want to be like, hey kids, look at my dope ass phone case.
What?
You shouldn't
what
be saying
school?
ass around children.
That's
I
the
say
issue
fuck?
you take?
Yup.
Showing the
Can I
kids
say
like
fuck?
borderline censored porn, and you're like, hey, don't swear.
Listen. Let's be honest here. I bet you there's like a 7-year-old watching this podcast who probably has already been exposed to it.
I don't know about
No, that's
7.
fair.
Like, hey, what?
I was 6 when I discovered furry porn on YouTube.com.
Hey, kids.
Oh, can you tell the story? Can you tell the story, full story, actually, Sky?
That's
It
scary.
was a Sonic game that
I
someone
need
made
more.
about, and it's porn.
Was it
I
the
was
one
like-
with like blazing tails?
Is it the foot one?
There was those in there, yes. I don't. there might have been a bit of toe stuff going on, but
If you saw the
nah.
one I saw, then it was explicitly like they were playing displays and tails.
Oh, I think that was I think that was it. Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
saw this while watching YouTube on my Wii U in my bedroom.
Damn. I don't.
That's so much.
I don't
It ruined my life.
No. No, you're better like this.
You're a furry
You know
now.
what?
That made you a
Fair.
furry.
I did become a furry because of that, and to be fair, I'm kind of awesome like this. Fun
It's
fact
crazy that
about
I knew you.
furries-
Oh, I didn't know you before that.
I was 8 or
That
9
is
when I
crazy.
first saw porn, and it
This
was
guy's like
like,
my adopted sibling.
yeah,
Fun. Can I say something?
yeah.
Fun fact. A fun fact about furries. No, we do not. We do not have a hard-on for your dog.
I do.
You are the outlier, and you deserve to be eviscerated.
This is so sad. I can't believe you have. What are you having in zoophiles? I'm
The
joking.
fact-
ahead.
Thank you for joking.
I love fucking zoos.
I like going.
I love going to the zoo. It turns me on.
Look, the reason I even felt like I had to say I'm joking is because you go on Twitter and there's 2 different communities in furry, anti-zoo furry and pro-zoo furry, and I don't know why. I don't know why they can't just go their separate ways. But you click on their profile and you immediately know. You click on the furry's profile, it says one of 2 things. It may say pro for a zoo. If you're anti-zoo, get out. I love zoos. If you click on it either says something like that or it says something along the lines of, I want to skin a zoo and leave their body hanging off of a tree. And it's like,
I just want them to go to prison.
I want to set my
That's all
Twitter
I
status. I want to set my Twitter to be like a funny little furry, like have someone make furry art for me, and just set my status to I love going to the zoo.
oh my god.
Have it, then you should have like the most safe for work, most wholesome art ever of like you as a furry in a zoo.
I'm just gonna like post commissions of my little furry avatar at the zoo.
Honestly, open zoo Twitter is kind of wild. I could not imagine being that open about something like that. Like, you go on there, you look at their tweets, and they just say something like, I love making out with my dog. And it's like, what the fuck? How
Yo,
do you
me
just...
too. I love kissing my dog.
Why
I
can
love
you
going,
post
"Mwah,
that?
mwah, doggy." That's what I was thinking when you were showing me your dog this morning. It's God, I want to kiss it.
I mean, it's a kissable doggy, but on the forehead, it's just like a little... Mwah.
I want to kiss the dog on his mouth.
Like, with...
And all right, you know what?
You're in dicey territory.
I'm reimbursing witch trials. We're going to burn you at the stake.
No, I just wanted to do a funny and kiss a doggy.
I just wanted to make out with a dog. We're gonna do math and see how many pages I have to read if I want to get through this book within a week.
Math
Okay.
as a
Like
woman.
meth?
You can't do math as a woman. You'll get burnt at the stake.
You're so right.
I want to get burned at the stake and moan harder, mommy.
They will. You'll win. They'll be like, congratulations, you won. And then they'll let you go, and you'll be free. Congratulations.
I want to make a
or-
skit of a witch
they're
getting
just gonna
burned
be
at the stake
disturbed.
and her moaning louder and louder till they're like, okay, stop. We're not doing this
Awesome.
anymore.
Yeah,
Go
that
home.
would be so good. That
I
would be so
have-
Go
good.
home to your damp cave.
I have 172 pages left. I'll have to read 25 pages a day. Starting tonight. Easy, if I want this done by the next podcast.
So, fun fact. I see a lot of people who when they decide to make lewd images of a witch, they always go for the young, pretty, smooth ones.
Mm-hmm.
What, do you want
I
to see lewd images of, like, one of the fucking eat this apple, Snow White?
I want to see
Hag
lewd
porn.
images.
I love hag porn.
I want to see lewd images of a witch who's green, has multiple warts on their nose, and is hunched over. Is like 2
If you
feet
take a
tall
bite of
because
And
this
of
apple-
wrinkly. And wrinkly. And wrinkly.
Oh, yeah.
If you
also
take a
incredibly
bite of this
wrinkly.
apple, Snow White, I'll let you take a lick of this peach.
That is so good.
Yeah.
That is so
Is-
good.
They do.
That is wonderful.
They
Can we
do.
get a commission of that?
Oh.
I don't think anyone here is going to pay for that, unless it's someone in the audience. In which case, are
Yo,
you okay?
audience, draw porn of us with Snow Witch, with Snow
Yeah,
White
draw porn of
Witch.
us. I consent if you DM me for a reference image. I will give you my entire reference portfolio.
Fuck it. If you wanna lewd a fictional like a character I made, go for it. Have fun.
Real.
I will not be picky about what you do with it. I will
Yeah,
be
remember to
disturbed.
draw lots of porn of Jade's avatar fucking a black cat.
What do you mean a black
To
cat?
be fair, they are. It's an anthro one though. To be fair.
No, just like an actual
That's what I
cat.
thought you meant. No, okay.
No, just like an actual cat.
I would
That
look at
is
it and be
not
like,
okay. I do not agree with that. I will not consider that.
No, I will fan the flame. I will fan the flame.
we'll just keep. I wouldn't. My thing is, it's very much a. I don't recommend you do this. I think that stuff is a little bit odd, but also, if you do it, I'm not gonna be like, they're ruining my image. I'm just be like, those guys are separate. What is my dog? Is there someone here? Hold on, y'all keep talking.
So anyway, I think it'd be really funny if we like had lots and lots of stuff made where it's like, whoa, why is there so much art of her fucking literal cat?
I will. Okay, listen. I won't get in anyone's way, but just know that I will be disappointed in you.
Mm-hmm.
I will. My opinion of you will go from I don't know you to I hope I never know you.
I think it'd be really silly. I remember chat that everyone here consents to being drawn in a sexual fashion, so you should absolutely do that. It's okay for you to draw me because I'm 23.
And it's okay for you to draw me because my character is kind of ageless. They don't. I don't have a confirmed age for them, but they're going to
Being
be over
completely
18.
fair, this is something I've talked about a lot, actually. Like, if you've gotten to know me, you know this about me. Like, my avatar, which is kind of an extension of me, is kind of, like, ageless. Like, to be honest, I don't really like having an age attached to my name, just because I think it's more interesting to have people just not know what to think of me.
My thing is my character does not exist with as a certain age at a certain time. They have a timeline from birth to death, and how they currently look functions for them for how they look before and after 18. So
No, that's fair, that's
congratulations.
fair.
Even if even if the character is actively like a teenager, a child thing, like just a big child, aka teenager. Even if that's the case, you could still loot that exact
was
same design
Mormons.
because that design, damn, and it was even if my character is under the assumption of being like 14 or something.
This is such a fucking tangent. Oh my god.
The character will look the same when they are like 22.
Chad,
So you can loot that
That's me.
exact same design.
Okay, what is it, JD?
there were Mormons. I thought there would be more of a reaction to that. It was Mormons, they missionaries. They came up and they're like, hey.
I fucking hate Mormons.
I wonder if you
all I
have a
to
bias
say
towards
about them-
Mormons.
I despise Mormons.
So this go ahead.
I'm just saying, God gave you the right to make your home a tomb for thieves and federal agents. I'll add Mormons to the list.
Look, the thing is so it's my stepdad is like used to be Mormon. His family his family was from Mormon City. They were from Utah, so his whole family is Mormon and everything, and his family very rich. We're mid family up there, very wealthy, mainly because yeah. So they like
I
this.
used to live in Utah before I moved to Washington.
They send
How's it like in Washington?
Wet. Very wet.
nice.
That sounds great.
But,
I like moisture. I live in California. It's so dry here.
Damn. So they use that money to send missionaries here, and they're so stereotypical. If y'all have seen The Whale, it was literally they're just like the missionary from The Whale. I know y'all haven't, but I mean the viewers. It's like they came up wearing like suits, and they're like, "Hi," and they both shook my hand. They're like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Jay," and they're like, "Well, nice to meet you, Jay. Are you a friend?" And I'm like, stepdaughter. They're like, oh, okay. Well, when is a good time? When is he like home? And it's like, I'm not gonna, cause he's not Mormon. Honestly, I think he's just kind of going with whatever my mom's doing, to be honest with you.
Best answer, I don't know. I was not informed.
That is what I said, because it is true. I'm like, to be honest with you, he 2 jobs. Some days he works, some days he doesn't. I don't really think he has a schedule. Sorry. Which is true, I think. I don't really pay attention to that
Yeah.
stuff. So they're like, okay, well, nice meeting you. Bye-bye. It was like, bro, kind of, whoa.
No more Mormons. Bye-bye.
One of them said they
the-
liked my shirt, and I'm like, you watch anime?
That is kind of
They
surprising.
watch a special kind of anime.
This kind of anime, they watch yaoi.
I was gonna say hentai, but okay.
They were nice.
I mean, to be fair, aren't those like aren't those just 2 genres of the same thing?
I mean, yeah, yaoi is specifically gay.
Uh-huh. I prefer Yuri.
Yeah, but like,
We know.
but, but yeah, it's like, this is anime, it's just like, when he said that, it's like, I mean, like, sure, makes sense, but like, I wonder if you could totally tell, like from the fit, from the long hair, nails, it's like, I'm 100%, whatever my parents were doing, I'm not involved, I think, it's kind of obvious.
No, that's fair, that's
Like,
fair.
I look rebellious, I'm not really too rebellious, because they don't force me to be Christian,
I will say, you don't look rebellious. You look like you're just doing your own thing. It's
Do
not
I
like
look
you're
rebellious?
actively doing things to say fuck you to you know, anyone.
Yeah.
I
You're
am.
just kind of doing things. That's awesome, and I'm so proud of you.
I feel like, here's the thing with you, Kat.
Mm-hmm.
You look like you would be rebellious if you had to be, but you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you have absolutely nothing to rebel against. Everything
parents are
is
awesome.
kind of good for you. You have awesome parents. Yo, I'm in the awesome parent club.
That's awesome.
My parents are...
Con-
I'm not gonna roast my parents on podcast here.
Fun fact, all of my trauma came from people who weren't my parents.
I have a lot of trauma that I will not disclose because we are live and I'm not putting my viewers through that shit.
Yeah, I don't...
That is a good point.
Y'all are
we
not my
actually
therapist.
live?
Yeah, so yeah.
Yes.
I don't...
That is insane.
Yeah, did you forget, Amber?
Anyway, a message from Big Dongs 27. Love your shit. Thank you. We tried really hard.
I love
What
that
the fuck are you
username.
talking about?
I was talking to chat.
Oh!
That's so crazy.
Yeah! Anyway, so yeah, I give a very look like I think it's because it's not okay. I don't look rebellious in general, but I do not look Mormon. And I definitely don't look strict Christian or anything like that. If I was
You
strict
look
Christian,
Mormon.
my hair would... What do you mean I look Mormon?
The
You are.
look we're being given is so intense. I felt like I was about to be like either A, offered a drug deal, or B, shot dead and then have some mafia shit spewed at me.
Look,
Wait, I just remembered that we have a drug deal to do after this podcast.
what'd you say? Way too quiet.
I'm not repeating that.
I will
I-
watch it back later.
My goodness, you know what? All I have to say about that is just don't get caught.
I won't get caught.
What did you
Remember,
say?
Remember, it's only illegal if someone knows.
Oh my
I
god,
know, I
she's
know.
jerking off!
That would be hilarious.
No, I'm not doing that crime. I'm not jerking off in
Different
front of a
crime.
minor.
Different crime, different time, different day. Got it. I feel like this podcast, I feel like I have a lot more energy. This one's gonna be a lot longer.
That is
no, that's fair.
insane.
That's fair.
How long do y'all
Hey.
think we've been going for?
Like 20
10
minutes.
50!
10.
This is 50?
Yeah!
This is...
This is gonna be a long episode, I think.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's great. I love that so much.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the
you
first
know,
episode I
hey.
was burnt out by 50. Second, I wasn't really, but Bulby was. This one, we're all feeling great.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm just talking. I'm just having a conversation.
is that not the heart of the podcast?
Yeah, we're
It
just
is.
having a conversation. We pick a topic
Mhm.
and then watch it stray from there, and it just devolves into chaos.
You know what I want? I really need a funny thing to happen to me that's like a podcast moment, just because I so badly want like fan animations of like a silly thing that happened to me.
Yeah,
What
we
could
need
be a
to we need to
podcast
think
animation
about
moment
those
for me?
things. Oh, I have something that I can talk about.
Okay, tell you a funny story.
Let's have a story segment. You go first, Amber.
Okay, so there was this. I You know what? I'm gonna combine all of my childhood stories because there's a lot of them and they're very short.
Okay,
And by a lot of them, I mean there's like two, but they're very
a
short.
lot.
Anyways,
That's a
lot.
lot.
I can't even count that high.
So this one time, I was a child, right? I would consume anything based off of scent alone. I didn't care what it tasted like. If it
I feel that.
smelled like something, I would eat it.
Very important.
And so my parents, however, knew about this. So my mother hid this cleaning product behind the TV. I climbed my toddler ass up there, behind the TV, got into this cleaner that smelled like strawberries, and drank it. I drank so
Damn.
much of it. The moment I was discovered, they were like, "We're taking you to the hospital." Good news is, I think that only had mild effects, long-term effects,
Yay.
and I was also just very drunk.
Oh, that's
Damn.
why you're autistic.
That is, yeah, I wasn't autistic until that point, probably.
Damn, yeah, the
This
autism
is a lie.
formed.
I'm pretty sure I was autistic. I'm pretty sure I was acoustic from birth, but you know.
Yeah, you can't
I
develop.
was very acoustic when I was born.
Oh my god, you
Oh.
can't. Yes.
There's
Gosh.
also another time my parents had this party happening, and as a gift they had a tray of like wax cubes that they would give out to people.
Mhm.
However, the location of these cubes was on a cutting board.
Okay.
You wanna know what's bad about that?
What's bad about that?
Knives.
A toddler will look at a cutting board with strange cubes on it that are roughly cheese colored and will
And
assume it's
eat them.
cheese.
Oh.
I ate so much wax
Oh my god.
and I ate it and went, "This does not taste good." And then I put more of it in my mouth. I was a
Do
one
you
hell of a
fucking
child.
remember?
That's what I was
being a
gonna say.
toddler?
You remember the thought process?
No, but I know how I would have thought, and I
Okay.
remember secondhand
Okay.
accounts.
That's fair.
I do not remember that far back. My memories started when I was like 6, and even then they're very
My concept of
splotchy.
what normal memories is like
10.
my concept of what normal memory span is supposed to look like is like instantaneously decaying as you're like, oh, I remember being a toddler. What?
Yeah, I know someone. I'm pretty sure my teacher was lying to me. Because she was like 40, and she's like, and I actually have a memory of when I was a toddler. And I'm like, fucking bullshit, bro. The fuck? No,
Okay,
you
to be
don't.
fair, I do have very faint memories from those times. However, they're more like pictures, nondescript pictures than anything else.
That I don't believe you.
Okay, listen, it's
you know
like
what?
I try to think back on it and I can't think of it, but I look at something and I go, "This looks familiar."
That's what
and
I
then
was gonna say.
realized I saw it when I was that young.
There have been moments where my grandma was like, this is a story from when you were a toddler. And I'm like, that sounds familiar. It might just sound familiar because it's something I feel like I do as a toddler. Because as a toddler, I was always like a very... like, I was always very Like, I remember, like, I was just always so literal. Like, y'all know how I'm like a debate lord? I was as a toddler. Like, my mom would, like, tickle me, and she's like, oh, no, my hands have a hand of their own. And I'm like, they're attached to your body. You're doing it. Like, I thought of everything so literally. And I would just fight everyone.
You're autistic.
That's great. You are so artistic.
My undiagnosed acoustic queen.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about like I remember because all I know was movies. So I was Christian brain. I'm like, oh, the good guys are the Christians. So in school, I went up to a kid. I'm like, like God and stuff. And he's like, oh, I don't believe in God. And I'm like, then you're a bad guy. This is what
You-
movies are
I'm
teaching
saying-
children.
All I'm saying is, if Christianity was doing its job, people would be like, "That's okay.
I have a little
Pat,
tangent to go on
We
now.
still love you."
And I
Okay,
own
what's your
both of
tangent?
these movies. I have them over there. God is Not Dead are some of the worst movies I've ever seen. I have a Christian friend who's a big movie critic. Like I'm a movie critic. I'm one of the critics who are like, I didn't like the Mario movie. I know, I'm crazy. I'm insane. You should put me to death. My movie
The Mario
critic
movie
friend.
was
will.
okay. I'd rate it like
Mhm.
whatever mid is.
I give it an honest 6.
My friend agreed with me. My friend thought it was worse than I did. We had a movie server and he rated it like 20, and I'm like, Jesus. I didn't think it was that bad, but I thought it was. I did think it was pretty bad. Anyway, my point is, we are both big movie critics. He is a Christian. I am not. We still both agree that the God is Not Dead movies are garbage, and the first one, especially the first one, encompasses the most narcissistic Christians imaginable, because every Christian character are these good pinnacles of holiness. There are 2 characters in the entire movie that aren't Christian. A guy who's an evil professor, who's an atheist, an evil professor, and a Muslim that beats his daughter. That doesn't sound like a little biased towards one group of people or anything. The movie was so bad, but I will say there is a song at the end, and I will be honest with you, it's a Christian song, but holy fucking shit, it's a bop. God's
watch it
not
together.
dead, he's truly alive, he's living on the inside, roaring like a lion. It fucking slaps. I'll be honest with you, no, not a Christian, but oh my god, it's hard.
We should watch that together.
I know, we should watch God is Not Dead again. I remember, like,
Yeah.
I was 12, watching it with my grandma, and, like, the atheist guy dies at the end of the movie, right before he, like, converts to a Christian, and it, like, zooms in as he's dying, as he's dead, and it zooms out, and I point at his neck, and I'm like, look, you can see he's, like, still breathing. And she's like, Jay, what were they supposed to do? Like, tell him to stop breathing for this scene? I'm like, they do it for other movies.
Yes.
You can
Good
see,
acting.
like, actually.
Yeah, no, that's what good acting is. Just go. You know, you'll have to hold your breath, but it'll be for the thing. They're not gonna make you hold it to a point where you'd actually like pass out or something.
Yeah. Well, maybe it was just a heartbeat. Like, let me do, like, a neck thing. Like, his neck was skinnier than mine. I got a little chub around the neck. But let me just, like...
Oh, yeah. No,
There's
fun
no
fact about
movement
necks.
Mhm.
Fun fact about necks. Yeah, sometimes
What's
they
your
do
fun
get a
fact?
bit. Sometimes they are a bit thick.
Yeah.
His neck, I will say, he was a little bit of a skinny legend. So, if maybe it was...
Are you saying this man was built like a giraffe?
No,
Motherfucker literally be eating leaves.
he
What
just
the
had
fuck?
a thin neck. So it might have been the heartbeat that I was seeing. Which that is
Built
actually
like a
something...
deformed giraffe.
That is actually something that can't stop.
Motherfucker be eating pine cones.
Do giraffes eat pine cone? They do.
Yes.
I'm going to eat a pine cone.
I'm
We
going
should
to
make
eat
food
a
with
pine
pine
cone
cones.
in spite of giraffes, just to show them that I can do it too.
I am the alpha female.
I am
I
the alpha
actually
female.
did once put an entire damn like pine cone in my mouth
Mm-hmm.
and then bite down until parts of it came off. Crunch that stuff up and then swallow. It tasted bad, but
Why?
pine cone.
What the fuck?
Why would you do
pine
that?
cone?
Why would
What
you
the
do that?
fuck? What the fuck?
Pine cone.
Pine cone.
That's okay. That's crazy. All right then. Pine. God damn.
It was delicious.
Pine cone.
That's wild, to be honest.
So guys, I'm starting the pine
Pine
cone.
cone.
I'm starting the pine cone eating cult.
I think I'm gonna say I'm starting
Feel
the
free to
the
join.
pine cone eating podcast.
That too.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to the Pine Cone Eating Podcast.
Hope you guys
Oh
brought
my
your pine
God.
cones. We're gonna talk about the best ways to eat them.
Yo,
Welcome to the Pine Cone Chewing ASMR.
I bought a gay manga that's about a quote-unquote omega with an alpha-tude.
Damn.
Hai Sung spent his entire life believing he was an alpha, the jackpot of the genetic lottery. His world flipped upside down when he learns that he's not a dominating alpha, but a submissive omega instead.
My, this feels
Motherfucker realizes they prefer being pegged.
Bro realized he's a bottom. I think I remember Fuzzy in our Discord server mentioned owning this, and I'm like, I got it too. Look at this, it's thick, very thick manga. I've never read it.
Wait, can I see the front page again? You're out of. You
Yeah,
are
we're out
so
of
blurry.
focus.
Out of focus. No more focus.
There we go.
Yo, this just looks like something I'd see on fucking like webtoons.
It does look a
Boy
lot like
realizes
Webtoon.
he's a sub. What the fuck?
As you can see, it's still wrapped, so I haven't even started it yet, so cannot do manga review on that.
Hey, hear me out. Never open that copy. Get another one. Seal that up. Wait 50 years when they stop making the book, probably.
50 years,
You'll-
yeah.
You'll have yourself a relic.
I could just pay someone to put plastic over it.
No, listen, you have to have it perfectly
has to
preserved
be
and never
fresh.
been opened.
It
The
won't be
price will go
fresh in
down
50
if you
years.
open Yeah, have you ever listen, have you ever opened have you ever opened a book that you haven't touched for like 2 years and you're like, why
Yeah.
is this still in the plastic? You open it up and it still has that new book smell?
No, because
If anything, it gets
I
stronger.
read my books pretty soon to when I get them. I mean, I bought that like a couple months ago.
I'm just saying.
I need to finish.
Books.
Hey guys,
Breath,
welcome back to the Book Sniffer podcast.
Yeah, I
also like sniffing markers and
I used to.
No, me
glue
too.
I used to.
I
sniff
don't know why.
markers.
I also petrol. Anything that I shouldn't be sniffing, I want to sniff. They smell good.
I don't think sniffing markers actually does anything. I think it was placebo. I was in school and everyone's like, "Do you feel this?" And I was like, "I don't feel shit." And they're like, "I'm gonna tell the teacher on you. You swore." And I'm like, "You're trying to get fucking high in the corner. How is that not worse than me saying shit? Are you kidding me?" Like, Jay was swearing. He was getting fucking high. Like,
One of these is not like the other.
one of these is
One
not
of
like the
these
other.
is not like the other.
Oh my god. I remember this is such a good manga. I know, I'm sorry for audio listeners. This is called Cat Massage. I like to show this to fellow cat enjoyers because it's such a cute manga. It's full colored and it's just cats walking on
I want to
people's
see
backs.
it, but unfortunately I cannot see it.
Yeah, you should buy a
Listen, let me
copy.
tell you something about cats walking on you.
Okay, wait,
It is
JD.
not a massage
JD.
situation.
Mhm.
First date in person. Can you bring cat massage?
Oh hell yeah, I'll bring the cat massage manga. That's something you'd actually
Can we read cat massage together?
You'd be interested in reading that because it's manga, you know, it's pictures, bubbles.
Mhm.
Anyway, go on, Amber.
A cat walking on you is not like a massage.
Are you talking
You
about
will not get a massage out of that. What you will get is somehow half of your organs have been punctured despite there being no holes in you.
Damn, I know you have a fat cat. I couldn't tell at first if you were talking about your cat or if you're talking about cat stepping on me.
No, listen. My cat isn't fat. That is a kitten over there. He has stepped on me, and I've been like, I can feel my organs, and it's pain, and I can only feel pain.
Damn.
Mush. My cats
It's a
are
kitten. He's tiny.
my little guys aren't that pokey, except for like one of my cats. We can't trim his nails because he's skittish, and I'm too scared to try. And so his nails are just like super fucking razor sharp. So anytime he wants on my lap, it's like, I love you, but this hurts so much.
I say that to my
Oh.
dog Queen all the time. I'll be in the car sitting there, and my dog will cause she's such a tiny little thing. You have to get on my thigh and like stretch her legs to see out the window, and I'm like, ow, Queen, you gotta get off of me. This is hurting.
Like, cause I let my little guys walk on me because I think it's like fun to have like my pets like just do their thing. But at the same time, it's like,
Ow.
I love you so much, but this hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Alright.
Anyways, welcome back to the Pet Podcast.
Welcome back to the Pet Podcast.
This is the podcast.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast.
This is the
Podcast.
podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast.
This
It
is the
is not-
podcast. You don't need to watch any others because you're watching this one.
This
We
is
will
the
talk
podcast.
about every single thing.
To be fair, we do talk about comedy, and when the politics are important enough, we talk about the politics.
You know what?
This
You
is
know
the
what?
definitive podcast.
You know what? We also. You know what? We could also talk about true crime. To add even
I don't
more
want to talk about true crime.
We could add even more types. We could add even more types of.
We are not
podcasts
turning
on
this into a
podcasts.
true crime podcast.
So,
Hey, hear me
guys,
out though. We do only the funny ones.
guys, I heard about this on fucking Distractables. So there was a guy. They were at a party, and they were all out. They all died outside, except one person who was just sleeping in their bed. And obviously, the person sleeping in their bed is being accused, but the person sleeping in their bed is just like, I just went to bed early, and the next morning they were all dead.
Hear me out here.
They probably got all
can
drunk
do-
and went outside and died because of the freezing.
Damn. Okay, just saying. True crime podcast, but we do it better. We talk about dumb shit Floridians did.
Dude, I'm
That would be
bordering
kinda
Florida.
funny.
Do you know how terrifying that is? My parents were like, we might be moving to Florida. And I'm like, thank God if that's going to happen. We're going to have to pay for a plane. We're going to have to plane for them to ship all of our shit over there. That's going to be a long ass time. That shit ain't happening.
Yeah, no,
No,
don't go.
Florida's
listen, if you
right
go to
over there.
Florida, yeah, no, if you go to Florida, you might get mugged by someone using a crocodile as a weapon.
We would be. Can I say what state you're in?
Who?
You.
I said I was in California.
Yeah,
We would
earlier.
be in opposite states. I would be the Republican state while you're in the Democrat state.
Which
And
would be
I
very
live
sad.
in North Dakota.
Yeah.
That is so true. Don't.
Hey, how do you
so
feel-
Yeah, guys, if you guys feel like eradicating her existence, just go bomb North Dakota.
Well, obviously, if you live in North Dakota, you'll probably know about this. The governor of your state was running for president a while ago, not doing too well. How do you feel about him? What are your opinions on that guy, Hutchinson?
North.
How do you like him?
North.
I was wanting you to be like, oh yeah, I love him, or I hate him, and to tell you if you should love or hate him. I'm gonna be honest. He's mid as fuck.
Okay, I
You know
agree.
who else is mid as fuck?
Ooh.
Me.
DeSantis.
You're not mid, you're pretty, Coffee.
I agree. She's pretty.
She's pretty.
I'm literally her sister. I've lived with
I-
her. She is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That is not what I meant. Stop complimenting me.
I will compliment you for the entire rest of the podcast.
Welcome
You
to
are
the
pretty,
Compliment
you are
Amber
lovable,
podcast.
You are a sweetheart. You are very important. You made a major part of my life worth going through because I got to stay by your side.
Aww. That's so sweet.
Now I'm just. Okay, I was expecting to be bombarded with like being told I'm like pretty and stuff. This has just made me happy.
Do you want me to call you a
Thank
pet?
you.
Do you want me to
Sis.
call you a pet or something?
That is a whole nother direction. That is a whole nother direction. I was having this. I'm happy that I was able to be
Just
part
went
of your
through a
life and
roller
make it
coaster
better,
of emotions.
and then just you say that
Hey,
shit.
you want
and
me
I'm
to
just
call
like,
you a
oh.
pet?
You just went through a roller coaster. That's crazy.
Hey, baby girl, can I call you my little kitten?
Hey, baby girl, how would you like me to be your girl tonight? Hey, girl, wanna have sex? I do.
I do.
I would also like to have sex.
Oh my god, let's go!
It is time for the deep voice and fucked up voice orgy.
I want that to be like animated. Like, I want to have sex, and then another big person, me too, and then a fucking demon. I would like to have sex.
I'm just imagining like a silly little robot.
That's true too.
Hi.
I'm trying to
I'm
fix
going
my
to lick your
focus.
eyeballs. Eyeball. I'm going to lick it.
Eyeballs.
I'm gonna lick my eyeballs.
Eyeball.
Ouchie, wouchie, Fauci. Ouchie, Fauci.
Trump scare. Oh my god.
Trump scare.
You know what else? Dump scare.
Holy shit, I got that
Scary.
dump scare.
I swear to fucking God. Do not fucking twerk for the fucking visual listeners.
Why
for
did
the
I
visual
just, why did
listeners.
I goofy? Yo,
I was gonna say that
why
sounded
does
like Goofy. What was I? What were we talking
Awesome.
about? Trump scare. Yeah, watch this. This is gonna be so scary. It's gonna be so scary. It's gonna be so scary. It's gonna be so scary. Vagina. She had a cat. Its name.
I wanted to scream, but I
Vagina.
could not.
Oh yeah, so there was this one time the power went out in my house and I
Uh-huh.
was bored. I had no power on any of my devices. So I sat in my room and after a while of being there surrounded by darkness, I could see perfectly fine. My eyes had become perfectly adjusted to the darkness and
Guy,
it
when
didn't
humans
but
have night vision.
I didn't stop there. I didn't stop there. I
Okay.
became so accustomed to being in the darkness that I created this like cave goblin-esque setup where I was such a cave goblin. I was laying down in my bed after a while of being a cave goblin idiot. And my mother came into the room to tell me that she made food. She had a flashlight. She shined it in my eyes, and I should have been like, "Ow, turn that off." But what I did instead was, that was like
You
my
sound like a
first
horror
instinct,
game jump
too.
scare.
That was my first instinct too, was to do that sound.
That's the fucking
I-
new Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach 2 jump scare sound.
I can't believe that they added that to Eclipse. Oh my God.
Crying. Eclipse like the Twilight book.
Eclipse
no.
like the combination of sun and moon.
Pokemon?
Yes,
Gotta
like
catch them all.
Pokemon. I love you too, baby.
I love you. I figured it out. I figured it out, Chad. I am rubbing my toes on Schlatt. I'm sorry, Schlatt. On one of my Schlats.
Scott's very
one of my
happy about
Schlats.
this.
We should ask Schlatt, do they appreciate having women toes on
Someone
them?
send
Why are you
this.
making out with Schlatt?
Someone send this to
Why?
Schlatt.
Someone send this freshly footed Schlatt. Why? Why?
Someone send that to Schlatt.
Babe, you're gonna get us fucking clipped. Oh my God.
Hell yeah.
But then we'll get more engagement.
Exactly.
And people will come to the podcast. See, this is a good thing. We're gonna look like idiots.
You're right.
We're
This is
gonna
why
look
we
like
should just be
idiots, but
pieces of shit.
net positive.
If we just went on here and like promoted like Nazism or like zoophilia or pedophilia or some shit, we would get so much money you have no idea.
I do promote pedophilia as a bit because it's funny.
Okay.
Not seriously though, because that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad. I don't stoop that low, Chad.
You were
Remember,
dating me
kid-
when I was 13.
Chad, no, that's not.
Remember, kids. Remember, kids. Invent time travel so that you can go into the future where you will be legally 18. Then you're allowed to date whoever you want, unless that person is under the age of 18.
Right.
Then you'll have to make them go through the time travel as well.
They gotta go through the time travel. You wanna know a funny
That
story I have?
What's your funny story?
Okay. So, Kana likes to write with Bulby. Bulby is the main writer, actually. Kana's a co-writer. Bulby, as we've had on the podcast before, main writer of Dark Alvin and the Cock-Throbbing Adventure. Now,
You can't just say that title.
did that
And
turn you
just-
on?
No, the fuck it didn't. I just think that's not a title you can just drop on me without warning.
That's the name.
I'm just saying the title of this work of fiction. At least I hope it's a work of fiction.
I don't know.
This
the
is almost as
title of
awesome
that-
as girl. This is almost as awesome as Girl Cock.
No, Girl Cock is like way better. Like
That's why I
by
said
so much.
almost.
No, it's not even close. It's not even
Okay,
close.
but don't you want to read Dark Alvin and the Cock-Throbbing Adventure?
Here's
No,
the thing.
I'd rather not.
Bulby's like, I know what you're getting for Christmas, Jay. And I'm like, okay. Kana comes over, and she gives me the Dark Alvin Chronicles. Right here. This is the only physical copy of Dark Alvin out there, and it belongs to me. And we have it all in a book here. I won't read all of it, but let's just read the beginning here.
Okay. The first page only.
Alvin! Dave screams, his throbbing sausage still inside of Ian's hole. Hey, Dave, why are you wrestling with Ian in the bed? Alvin, the world-famous chipmunk, asked. Just go to your room, all right? Dave demanded. All right, geez, but I didn't know you celebrated Pride this way, the chipmunk said as he walked out of the room into his own. At least I got you, old pal. Alvin looked at the bong and proceeded to take a hit. Man, this shit mid as fuck. I'm gonna need some real stuff, he said, hopping off his bed and leaving the house. I'll stop there. But yeah, it's pretty fire.
I am so engaged.
That is the best book. That is the best book. You're reading that to me and Sky later.
I wish there was, and there's pictures too.
Whoa.
But I wish there was like a link. Ask Kana and or Bulby for the link because it actually all is uploaded somewhere. I like how for some reason she wrote rather than also printed at the back, just to be continued with a pen.
Oh,
That's really funny.
That's because only the person with the book is allowed to know that there's more.
My bad.
And everyone who watches this podcast. No,
Yeah.
see, it's still exclusive. It's still so. It's
I
still
think
exclusive.
she should publish Dark Elfin.
You should. Don't worry. People aren't getting this fucking far, dude. How far are we in? An hour and 16 minutes? We're good.
Listen, if
This is the longest podcast episode there will ever be.
to anyone who's still watching, you either A, fell asleep, B, are working on something, or C,
You're the
have
truest of
abs-
fans, and we appreciate you so fucking much. Thank you.
All I'm saying.
or D, you need to go touch some grass. Pause the podcast, go touch some grass, and then come back inside.
Yeah.
You'll be
I
fine.
can't
All I'm
touch grass.
saying-
I'm allergic, actually.
I've watched longer podcast episodes, and all I'm saying is, what if when I say, hey, what do I do for 300 subscriber special? What if they say 24-hour podcast episode?
I'd be down for a 24-hour podcast.
You would?
Hear
That
me
sounds
out.
funny.
Hear me
You could
out.
try. Hell yeah.
Have multiple guests.
Yeah, if we were to do that, I feel like we'd just be in a VC open for people to join.
Right, and then make it into a podcast episode.
That way, when
I
I go to sleep, people can be entertaining for me.
I will be there at like 4 a.m. And I'll just be
Real.
saying some of the most out-of-pocket things ever. Whatever comes to mind, it'll be utter silence, occasionally interrupted by me saying something like "surprise butt sex" or something.
I swear to fuck. If someone says something that makes me edit it, I don't even care. Whatever is said, it's going in because I am not editing that shit. I edited one
Someone's
24-hour
gonna fucking
video.
say, like, cracker or some shit.
Well, no, it's not Twitch, so we're good. I've edited one 24-hour long video, not editing another one, unless I get paid a lot of money.
Fun fact:
Mhm.
crackers are delicious.
That's so true.
I love crackers.
Welcome.
I love eating white people.
Dude, I can't wait to upload that. Welcome to the 24-hour podcast. Would that even be is there like a time limit on like how long something can be if you're gonna upload it?
I'm not sure. That's never really something I've bothered looking into.
We should test that.
I mean, hell,
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
gonna
even
record for-
care.
Do you guys have another 23 hours in you?
No, personally, no. However, I could plan for that. I'll just take an entire coffee pot, dump a little bit of creamer in there just to make sure it, isn't straight black coffee. I respect anyone who can handle straight black coffee. I can't though.
Y'all sound like y'all
drink my
want to.
coffee.
Y'all sound like y'all want to do it anyway.
I drink my coffee white.
So what you're saying
Racist.
is you get a glass of milk and then put a drop of coffee in there.
Yes.
You sound like you want to do the 24-hour podcast like before I get 300, just for the fuckies. You want to do it?
Yeah,
It would be so funny.
Do you want me to add it to the schedule?
we could.
We so could.
Am I doing? Do you want to think about it first?
We should think about this.
We should
think about this
This is
decision.
a genuine consideration. I think it'd be funny.
I thought about this decision. Consequences be damned.
It's up to you. I would be here for the full 24, and I'd hope Kat would be with me because she's.
I would. It'd be recorded on like. Yeah, I could do that. I could totally do that.
Okay, good.
My fucking stream would like eat shit for it, but like that's fine.
You don't have to stream
You
it.
could just be. You could. Hey.
No,
hey,
I mean
hear me
because
out,
like
hear me
it'd overlap with my stream
out. Hear me out.
Oh,
because we start on
Stream-
Monday.
yeah.
Stream on podcast. The podcast
Yeah,
will also have
Be
your
like,
stream
welcome
on
to
there.
the
It'll be so
stream.
great.
Now you get a little clip of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing it down.
That sounds amazing.
Let's go.
I will note that there are only two things stopping me from being a streamer already.
Mm-hmm.
My
I just
camera
realized.
is too bad for me to do. My camera's too bad for me to use my VTuber model,
Uh-huh.
and I don't. I'm pretty sure the last time I tried recording something on this laptop of mine, I'm pretty sure it crashed. So basically, either A, get a much better laptop, or
Mhm.
B, get a computer. Problem solved.
I use a computer.
Because you're awesome.
Yeah,
People who
I
stream
don't know
on
how
a
much this thing
laptop
costs.
are.
Like, my computer is like around 2K, not that much. Fucking
I just
Zoplex. I like my computer a lot. It's really cool.
All right.
I have a lot of respect for people who are able to get a good following on Twitch from streaming on like Xbox.
I agree. Yeah. Anyway.
Didn't like fucking Bryce do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, wait, how do y'all know Bryce? Different Bryce. Got it. I forgot.
Yeah. Now we're not talking about cringe Bryce. We're talking about Papa Bryce.
You've
Papa
told me.
Bryce.
I remember you telling me like this was forever ago, last year. You
Father
were like,
Bryce.
Bryce is the coolest person I know.
Yeah, no. Bryce is our dad.
Okay.
Yeah. He worked for Papa Jonathan. And
He
I
worked
started
a
calling
lonely
him
road.
So I started calling him Papa Bryce, and you know what?
That's awesome.
It's been forever since I've spoken to that man.
Damn.
Anytime I
hope
find
you
a
see
meme
this.
about gay men, I send it to Papa Bryce.
That's awesome.
To you, Papa Bryce, you know who you are. I hope your life has been amazing. And
We
I
need
hope
to
that
send
you're
this
seeing
episode
this.
to Papa Bryce.
Yeah, just in case he watches for
You
an
should,
hour
you
and
should.
21 minutes. Yes. Also, 24-hour podcast. For the 9th episode, y'all want to do that for episode 9 on March 25th?
I'm down.
All right,
We
it's down.
could. We could.
That's what's down.
As long as they don't have any plans, then like yeah, no, baller.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Did you know that I have a miniature Dig Dug machine? It's like an arcade machine,
Dick Doug.
but it's tiny.
Oh
I
yeah, I
can
just want to
dig,
mention
and
this
I
is
can
just something
duck.
I'm proud of that I just remembered. So earlier today I joined like a political server that Jade made. You guys can join by the way. It's probably linked somewhere. You'll find it. You'll
I
find
try
it if
to.
you
Well, to
want
be
it.
honest, that one, if somebody asks me, I'll be like, yeah, but I try not to link it anywhere because like I'm the only mod.
That's fair. No, if you but like there's a bot there that like uses whatever chat says
Oh my
and
God.
converts it into its own words. And after an hour of chanting girl cock, it finally said the word girl cock.
Yeah,
and I'm so
she
fucking
tried.
happy.
1 second. Y'all keep talking.
I love girl cock. I think that's
know
my
what?
favorite pastime.
I have to agree with you on that one. I would like to agree with you.
It was really funny.
You know,
It is so silly.
all I'm saying is, is there anything in the world
We're
that's
eating
cooler?
podcast now. We're gonna be eating while doing this. Dude, I'm so
Alright.
happy that we're finally doing a longer episode because all the other episodes I'm like, they're kind of short. Let's go, long episode. Really long episode, March 25th.
Yeah. Remember to tune in March 25th. The episode... would that be uploaded later then? Since we'd be overlapping the usual upload time?
Wait, do I write them down as they're uploaded or I don't even know? What is today? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stream it on Twitch. So it'll be live on Twitch on the 25th. Oh yeah, it'll be uploaded later because it'll be going for 24
Yeah.
hours. So it'll be
Yeah,
live
yeah.
on Twitch, but it won't be uploaded until like Tuesday. If we're
I
gonna
have
stick
a
with the 3 a.m.
question.
thing. Yeah?
So, how much? I have a question. This is very weird. How
What's your
much
question?
force needs to be applied? How much force would need to be applied using a dildo to become a weapon?
It's not my area. You got this, cat.
Okay, so I guess it would depend on how much give it has, since like there's a certain point where it's like, think of like hitting someone with a piece of paper. You can hit
So-
someone with a piece of paper, but if it has too much give, it's just not gonna do anything. That's kind of the same thing I'm thinking of with like a dildo.
So
Like
what
yeah,
you're
you
saying
can hit
is
someone with
it floppy
really
or
super
firm?
hard. Yeah, it's like how firm is the dildo?
Well, I think we should figure out the math for each like generic firmness that people go for.
Mm-mm-mm.
Like,
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
there's so many websites we could figure this
Where?
stuff out on.
Like, cause I'm thinking like a wall, like one of the ones that like sounds like mac and cheese when you shake it.
Where the hell did that question come from?
Hang on, hang on. I have one right here. Let me try something. Mine does not summon mac and cheese.
Oh my god.
Did
I
you
would
turn
say
off your
that-
audio filtering so that we can all hear the dildo?
It doesn't make a sound.
That's a shame.
This is what I would consider to be medium firmness. This doesn't summon mac
Actually,
and cheese.
what is the
a little bit
dildo like
floppy.
firmness scale? Like, cause I'm thinking like borderline.
What is
tentacle
happening?
to like completely stiff?
There's borderline a tentacle too. You're literally just shoving a glass bottle up there.
My favorite hardness, glass bottle.
That is pretty. I mean, that is the hardest we can get though. That is like rock solid.
Yeah.
Yo,
who would have thought?
deep-throating the burrito.
It is a meatball sandwich,
Just-
but true.
That is great.
Welcome back to the Deep Throating a Burrito podcast.
Oh my
On
god.
today's episode,
This is the yapping
I-
podcast.
If I had a mic that was like, if I had a mic, right, like an actual microphone,
Mhm.
I would have put it in my mouth. But I
That's so
don't.
true.
I
That's
don't
so
have
true,
a,
bestie.
I don't have one of those.
I was
Instead, all
going to,
I have is
But
actually I technically do have something I put in my mouth.
what the fuck was that?
That's me.
That was
What
me
the
putting
hell?
you guys in my mouth. How do you feel about that?
Good morning, audio listeners that went to sleep to the podcast.
Good morning. Good morning. How was your trip? How was your
How
trip
was
to
your sleep?
Dreamland?
Did you enjoy being bored?
What dreams did you have listening to this shit?
Yeah, tell us. We need to know.
Dreams about fucking
Inform us.
lolicon fuda.
I'm losing
That
my mind.
is not. No, thank you. I don't want. If that's what you dream
dream
about, I don't
dream
want to
about
know.
that. I dream about being that.
You know what? I don't want to know about it. Then have fun.
This is
But-
so
I love how
sad.
like awkwardly you backpedal out like I'd rather not, but cool, good for you.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Like a fucking Mormon when you try and tell them about how awesome sex is.
Yo, speaking of, like when today?
Oh yeah,
like when
Mormons
today.
happened. Yeah, we remember. You told that story. It
Yeah.
was great.
It
I'm
was.
just remembering the time. So I used to be a very troubled child.
Hmm
Let's just say that I and traffic had a frequent relationship.
That is a very interesting way to phrase it.
Mm-hmm.
But to put it simply, I had to go be locked up in the place where you put people who are a danger to themselves.
I've heard this story. Does that mean you have the silly grippy socks?
I do have the grippy socks. I have the grippy socks.
Um,
And they're insane. I also want to note
reference.
I use the grippy socks to my advantage. You know
I
what's
want to
great
use the
about those?
grippy socks to my advantage.
We know.
I know,
know.
baby.
Listen,
Do you want a grippy sock?
Stop it.
I could give one. I have the socks for.
Oh my
Do it.
God.
I'll watch.
Damn.
Make sure you piss.
I'm losing my mind.
Okay, later. Anyways, as I was saying, because of the gripping part, it actually was cushioned, so my footsteps were quieter because of the
Mhm.
socks. So
Mhm.
here's what I did. I got so tired of being locked in there, not having freedom, not being in the same house as my cats. It was just torture for me. So I got so tired of it after like 2 days that I memorized like the schedule of like two of the people who did stuff, right?
The
So I knew
guards.
there wasn't two of the people who walked around. I knew there's an opening in here where I can slip through this door. This person, if I sit here and act like I'm doing absolutely nothing. Sit here, hanging out in this lobby area. That door that normally locks itself up automatically will be open still by the time they're walking away, because that person opens it extra wide, like, every time. I go up to that, I slip through the door, and then I'm free. I did it. I slipped through the door. I was making my way through. I was at the front of the building, on my way to escaping. And then the lady at the front desk went, "I don't think you're supposed to be out here." And then I had the security called on me.
You should have booked it.
I did. They caught me. I had shorter legs back then. If I tried that today, I have long legs. I'd be fine. Listen,
Amber and the cock-throbbing adventure.
Amber and the cock-throbbing adventure.
it would be cock-throbbing today.
It was an adventure.
It was
an adventure.
Then,
I will say my cock is throbbing.
Back then, it was an adventure. Now it's a cock-throbbing adventure.
Mine is shaking. It is scared.
It is quivering. It is terrified of these grippy socks.
It's shivering in its timbers.
They should be.
They heard the story of the grippy socks, and it doesn't even want to meet them.
It's mortified. It's like, oh no, that's gonna hurt, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Can I borrow your asylum grippy socks, guy?
I'm not sure if they'd fit your feet. I'm much larger than you in every conceivable way, including toes.
You don't know my foot size.
I was gonna say, when I heard you're larger than me in every way, I kind of had a little bit of an eyebrow raise moment there.
To be fair, that's probably also true.
Damn.
My girl dick is a lot smaller because of estrogen. I will give you that.
I will say that the last time I measured it was relatively average.
Do you want me to compare your two dick sisters?
Yes, I do want you to compare my dick to my sisters.
The girl cock sisters.
The girl cock sisters.
They're kind of close, but I definitely think Amber's is bigger, yeah.
Damn.
That's so cool.
Everyone listening to the podcast is like, what the fuck is happening? He's rating these two girls' cocks in front of them. What the fuck?
Yeah, and you know
Lucky
what? We're
son of a
both cool
bitch.
with
What
it.
is
We
up
think
with
it's
this?
amazing.
No, I think it's really funny to know my sister's cock size.
I can't do
Yeah,
that.
I don't. We only know like our general idea. We don't have exact measurements.
This is the
don't need
opposite of an alpha podcast. I want to do like a fake alpha podcast, like that video. I think I might have sent it to both of you.
I hate women. Rah!
I know I sent it to Kat. I'm pretty sure I sent it. I only know I sent it to Kat because I remember how much that she liked it even more than I thought she would. I think I sent it to you too, though, Amber.
Ahem.
What?
Dear alpha males, you're not an alpha male unless you have a fanny pack full of snacks and pain meds for all of your homies.
That's so real. I remember
The alpha is supposed to look out for the rest of the pack. They're the leader, not just because they're the strongest and the coolest, but because of what that means they can do for everyone around them.
Yeah.
You're alpha males.
I
I
remember
hope
in
you
the
reach
alpha
1.0 soon. Being buggy must be a pain.
I made an alpha male video, guys, and I hate it because it was really good and I put a lot of effort into it, and then I uploaded it and I realized halfway through the video just like freezes. And you can hear it still, but the image is like, it's the same frame for the rest of the video, which is very annoying, and it's like less than halfway through the video. But
That's really funny.
it was a good video. I remember there was one part of a different alpha male video that was like mocking it. It's like what would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? 10? I disagree. Let's go! What?
You know,
Got him.
here's something I have to say. I have something to say.
Go on.
Yeah?
Alpha males made up their own system,
Yeah.
which means which means you know what? Here's a higher system. Here's something higher than alpha males.
hmm
Super alpha, and then we just have plain based as fuck males.
Real. I
Beta
remember
square.
talking to my old friend Eddie, and he was like,
hmm
listen to this, though. Listen to this. you should only have sex with virgins. I'm like, that sounds really fucking weird and kind of pedophilic. And he's like, no, like older virgins. I'm like, you know, there ain't many
Good
of
luck.
those.
Good luck.
Most of them like to explore. And he's like, well, a key that can open many doors is a useless key. And I'm like, but you're following guys who like have sex all the time and have had their door opened by like 900 keys, right? And he's like, well, it's harder for them, you know, because like women have higher standards. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is happening? They have the women that do have higher standards. What it sounds like, first off, you're pressuring women to have higher standards. You're like,
I think having high standards is a good thing. I think wanting like to be legitimately cared for is kind of based.
I know, but it's like these
My
guys well like well,
standards-
if they're not a virgin, then their standards are very low, which means you shouldn't get with them because they're worthless. And garbage.
Wow.
That's their argument.
You know what I say about that? You're just salty that they had sex and you didn't.
That's actually
True.
real. That's
Literal
literally what it
incel
is.
behavior.
That's literally what it is. It's like a, but I'm the sex haver. You can't have had sex. I'm supposed to know my way around this.
Yeah, listen. You are not allowed to
Fucking
talk
alpha
about.
males having their ego shattered when their sex partner's like, God, you're bad at this.
Yeah, listen. Attention, alpha males. You're not allowed to start talking about sex and like you know what you're talking about unless you've had sex at least 15 times and every time you've gotten constructive criticism.
Yeah, I remember like
You have done that. You know what?
Good job,
made-
sport. I think you kind of missed my
Congratulations.
clit a bit for a little too long, but otherwise it was amazing.
yeah, I remember like pointing that out to Eddie. He was like, well, listen though, and I'm like, okay, and he's like, the only people who don't like Andrew Tate are women, and I'm like, and that's the guy that you're using to try to attract women, even though all women hate him, and he's like, no, women love him. You just said the only people who don't like him are women. Well, that's just women who don't know him in real life. Are you referring to the paid actresses that he pays to get on his cruise ship for his videos? They're not real! They're not real!
I don't think anyone can look at that man and have any attraction. No man, no woman,
bald.
no they, them.
I was with...
No nothing. Will look
I
at
don't
that
think a
man.
non-binary would like him.
All I'm
regardless.
saying is I was with someone, very bad person, very L person, who was into really weird stuff. And they're like, out of nowhere, they just dropped this in text messages. They're like, I'm going to rephrase it because I don't want to make people too uncomfortable. It's still an uncomfortable statement, but I'm going to rephrase it to make it a little less uncomfortable. Like, she was like, God, I want to be sexually assaulted by Andrew Tate so bad. And I'm like,
No.
I'm looking at this and I'm just thinking, you do not want that. I think even like
I can make
listen,
my face
I don't
look
think you
stretched.
want that in general, especially by Andrew Tate.
I love how
Yeah,
I can. I love how
it
I can
would
make.
be horrible. It'd be horrible regardless. It just
Oh.
somehow gets even worse if it's Andrew Tate. He probably ain't even good at it.
That's all you're.
It's and not only are you gonna be traumatized, but you're gonna be like, and it wasn't even good.
Oh my god! I don't think
wasn't
you
even good,
understand
fucking
how
no.
offensive the joke you just made was.
I'm just saying
It's a good
it
point.
goes from terrible, awful, horrible to terrible, awful, horrible +1.
Real.
No. Incorrect. It is always... There's not like, oh, at least they were good at it. No, incorrect. Incorrect.
I'm not saying that you can have that as an at least. I'm saying there isn't a bright side here. I'm just saying there's just the dark and then there's the darker.
This sounds like the fucking men can't be shit.
Oh, look, all I'm saying is
I-
if a girl was to, like, push herself on me, I would rather it be someone who was good at it.
What the fuck? Guys.
I'm just saying.
What I can say about this is, regardless, I will be traumatized. So
Yeah. I wish you was good at it though.
Okay, look.
that's That's called trying to be an optimist.
See, here's the thing.
No,
the
that's
issue-
called being. That's called not coping.
The issue with me is I'm so
True.
brain dead that when I see someone outside, usually, I'd say 7 times out of 10, I think they're hot. So if someone like attempted to do anything to me, it wouldn't work because I'd be into it. Like if someone like made a move on me, it's like I wouldn't fight. It wouldn't be sexual assault because I'd be like, oh hell yeah, okay, let's go.
I think you should still punch them in the face to discourage the behavior.
Yeah, don't rape people, guys. I don't want to encourage that.
Not, in every ounce of seriousness possible, rape is disgusting, horrendous, and awful. And I hope that you get the same treatment you were dealing out in prison.
Yeah, there's like the
Just
Are
so
you
that
just-
you know how it feels.
Did you should say, I hope this get raped in prison?
what?
I do hope that. Listen, I hope that they go to prison, and I hope that they learn how it feels.
You can't
The
just
answer is
say
it's not
that.
gonna be great.
That's
You
a
can't-
common thing. Have you not heard that guy? My mom says that all the time. People say that. They're like,
Okay.
well, don't worry. Like
Okay,
my
listen.
mom all the time.
I like karma, but you can't like.
My mom says that all the time. She'll be reading an article about like a crazy mass rapist, and then he's like, he's going to prison, and she'll be like, well, at least he's gonna see what he did. At least he's gonna get what's coming to him in there. They're gonna have a field day with him. Look at him. Look
That-
how submissive he looks.
That's still a human being. What the fuck?
Yeah, see, here's the thing. I'm not in support. I think prisons should be rehabilitation like places. Absolutely.
I agree.
Holy
the
shit!
fact that rape- Well, no, I mean that's just like you. I know you're surprised, but that's not a popular. A
no,
lot of people.
I am being ironic as shit. No, fucking obviously.
No, I
That
know,
is
no.
literally the
No,
point.
that's my point. I know you're being ironic. But tons of people are like, no, it should be for punishment. It should be awful in there. It's like, but it's like the whole trans prison argument. Like, oh no, but if you put a trans woman in a woman's prison, she's gonna rape everyone. Rape shouldn't happen in any prison. We shouldn't have to separate people based on gender. Period. Rape shouldn't be happening in prison.
Yeah, no, those people should be put into like solitary confinement.
But yeah,
No,
if
You lost your being around other people privileges when you tried to do
your
something
penis
bad
got
to
too silly. Time to go into the bye-bye box.
that's
them. Yup.
bye box.
Yeah, I
That's so
don't
funny.
condone that shit. I'm just saying karma is good.
Your karma is. All I'm saying is if a rapist got assaulted, I'd be like, now.
I'll be less
That's-
upset if someone is receiving the same treatment they
Would you
gave
feel
to
bad
others.
if
I just don't think
murderer-
anyone should go through that. I'm gonna be real.
Would you feel bad if
I-
if a murderer was murdered? I'd be like, lol. You know, it's the same thing.
I mean, like that's. You see, I think it's like, because at that point it's just like minimizing the damage.
Okay, look. I'm not gonna say it's a moral standpoint. I'm not saying, oh yeah, morally, it's okay that I think that a rapist should be assaulted, and I think that would be poggers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I'm just saying my brain likes karma, and I wouldn't be sad if that happened because of the way that my brain functions. I'm not
That's
saying that is
that's
like
fair.
more. That's how you should feel morally. That's not what I'm saying.
Right. That is, I would say that is an immoral thing. While I wouldn't be mad about hearing about that happening, I also wouldn't be happy about it.
It's an immoral
I just
thought,
feel
but
like-
I'm an immoral person.
Literally, just execute them. It's better.
Yeah, for sure. Like my thing is like, yes, it's immoral. Don't do that. I'm just not the most moral person on the planet.
Mhm.
What would be better? Yeah, just put him in prison for life or kill him or something.
Mhm.
I'm not
I-
pro capital punishment, so prison and life.
Fun
but
fact,
murder would I'd be okay with that too.
Did
See,
you
for
know
me-
slave
for-
labor is still a thing?
Yeah.
Prison.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
instead of testing this shit on animals, like we should test it on them. Like
Tested on death row inmates.
yeah.
They're going to die anyways.
Thank you, Wolby, for that. He gave me that idea.
I think like
End of the podcast.
maybe
Cat's thinking.
I'm trying to decide like because I want to be like that's fucked, but I mean it's better, but that like those are still lives.
You know what else you could do? You could
I'm
you
joking,
could
by the
let
way.
it be an option. Without joking, I can say give death row inmates an option to go from death penalty to life in prison if they like test this highly experimental medicine.
Well, most people I feel like would almost
That
want to
probably
choose
kill 'em.
death penalty because life in prison is ass. Like that sucks. If anything, I'd say it's
Well,
worse
I mean,
than death.
but then they get a choice at least.
Mhm.
I think that like we talked about, Amber. I think it should be like a hey, test this on people, but you get paid a shit ton of money if you
Yeah.
test it.
Mhm.
Hey, do you want this thing
Hey,
that might make you super
actually-
sick for like a couple
Mhm.
weeks? Here's 10
Mhm.
grand. You want this thing that'll probably kill you? Get 10 mil.
Yeah,
If
I
you
think
die,
if the
it goes to your surviving
probability
family
is like,
members.
I thought.
go ahead.
Do you think the reason why people are scared of making prisons actually useful for rehabilitation is because it would also mean that it'd encourage homeless people to commit crimes since they'd actually be freed from the situation that the capitalist system we're in put them into?
Well, for a lot of things, when it comes to your average person, not your government person who has a lot of skeletons in their closet, just your average conservative who genuinely believes the stuff they say, their brain, it's like, oh, well, then people will just be okay with committing crimes. When really, in California recently, they have a prison that is all for rehabilitation. And they called it like a prison world. I think they called it, like they made a pun, like Prisney World or something like that. But people went like trying to make fun of it, like, oh, they're just gonna go back. But everybody in there got great reviews. Or like going to prison is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And everyone who left, like the crime rate, the returning inmates rate was so much lower. So yeah, statistically and historically proven, you're wrong. Rehabilitation works.
Everybody who thinks that the rehabilitation ones are a bad idea are either A, filthy capitalists that have been profiting off of immoral prisons and getting inmates back in there, or are people who have been have become so brain dead from all of the propaganda those people are spreading that they genuinely believe all of that stuff.
Wait, they're just gonna commit crimes again, bro.
But, buddy, the entire point of rehabilitation is to make it so that they have alternatives to committing crime, that they don't do it anymore. Punishment is going to make them feel salty and angry towards the world, and then they're just going to retaliate.
It's a system that's literally designed to make committing crimes and that being on your record means it's less likely that you'll be hired, which means you're more likely to have to commit crimes to be okay, which means you're more likely to get arrested again.
Yeah, also
it's literally designed to be self-perpetuating.
After I made fun of people, I got up and I started silly thrusting.
Yeah, there was a can of silly string.
There was a can of silly string, and I
back and forth.
I went nuts, dude.
Yeah. I'm kind of
amazed
amazed the mic didn't pick that up. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Your room is a fucking mess. Because of the silly
There
string.
is so much silly string all over the place.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, why'd you use white silly string though?
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper. Yeah, they don't have to put the dye
That's true.
in
It doesn't have any dye and stuff. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, people should capitalize on that.
Yeah. We really need to put more money into the white silly string market.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to invest
all I'm saying, white silly string has so many uses. Haunted houses, porn. Fuck. I'm out.
I think
More porn.
More
No.
porn.
There's more reasons you could use it.
Porn.
Snow in films.
Snow
in films. Like what would you do if they're like, all right, everybody, we need to make the snow. Everybody look away.
I just say I would go dance around in that snow.
I can't believe you pulled your dick out for the first time in an episode. Wow.
Yeah. We're gonna make these audio listeners stop listening and go to the actual podcast, like the actual video, because they're gonna think I'm actually doing that stuff.
Well, yeah, because you did.
And then they're gonna come over here and they're gonna see it. They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, this is insane!"
I can't believe she actually whipped out her dick live on camera.
Can you believe it?
I can't believe it. Call up Riley's Believe It or Not and tell them I don't.
Yo, Riley. Oh, Riley, Inside Out.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Damn.
Oh, can you believe they added a sixth emotion in Inside Out 2? I can't believe they added suicidal.
That's not an emotion.
Oh,
That's a state of that is a
What
state
emotion-
of
State of
mind.
being.
That's a
What
state of
emotion
being
did they
caused
add?
by
Oh.
sadness.
Oh, they added anxiety. Oh shit, my bad.
They added horny.
That's not the first time I've heard that.
They're gonna make a third one, 18 plus. The emotion horny.
You're
It's
so
just-
right.
It's just they're literally just naked.
Awesome.
Horny
That is it.
aggressively wanting to fuck anger.
Yeah, and anger just be like, no, what the hell?
I've
It was
heard
like,
like
"Ah!"
things about
and the
like
fire comes out of his head, but then it
right.
gets to the.
What if Riley
other
is non-binary or like gender fluid because their emotions have different genders?
one. That would be so fun. Because in the end credit scenes of the first Inside Out, all of the other characters, their emotions inside their heads aligned with their gender. Why not Riley?
Mm-hmm.
Non-binary or gender fluid.
Oh
Mhm.
my god! I think it was funny. I don't know if y'all remember this. I don't remember why. I don't know why I remember so much about it. The Inside Out movie, probably because it's one of my favorite movies. At the end of it, there was like the bus driver, and he was just sitting there angrily, and it zoomed into his head, and all of his emotions were different, like anger emotions.
I know, that's great.
They were all
That's just making
screaming. It
me
was so
think-
funny.
This make me think there is someone, if that is possible, there's someone in the world out there who only has disgust, and you know what they are?
My ex.
They're one of the people on Twitter.
I was
Oh.
gonna say Twitter user.
They're a Twitter user who does cancel culture. That's what they
That's
are.
awesome.
That's someone with exclusively
Do you
disgust.
think someone that only has happy is actually horrifically depressed?
I mean,
happy over.
I know all the people I know who are pumped up with joy all the time. I get to know them deeper, and they're like really like they're like, okay, I got some serious shit going on. I'm like, alright, that makes sense.
And I'm pretty sure anybody with all sadness, they're not actually depressed or sad or whatever. They're just kind of mellow and very emotionally mature and intelligent.
Dude, one of the coolest.
They
dudes
could be.
I know.
They're basically every therapist ever.
Dude, the
Mhm.
old
Because-
manager at my bookstore I used to work at.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he was so mellow, and it's like, oh my god. I don't even know how I feel about this dude. I just love him. I just love his energy. It was awesome. He was just like this all the time. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. I'm so glad that happened to you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right over there. It's like the coolest, one of the coolest guys I've ever met. He's so cool.
One of my favorite parts about the movie Inside Out is that they teach you that sadness isn't exclusive to bad things. Sadness also counts. If you have no sadness, you have no empathy. You have no.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot understand someone else's pain if you don't feel pain.
Dude,
Depression.
Being sad is part of being human. It's part of living. It's part of.
Anyway, I can't wait for when they add horny.
Yeah, it'd be so great.
Yeah.
I can't wait for them to add horny, literally just a naked person with you know what? Fuck it. Let's make it so that they randomly have so that in one scene they have
it's
a
a
dick, and in
woman?
the other scene
Yeah.
they have like boobs,
awesome.
Massive.
and then
the cock.
in another scene they have like both.
So
Massive
cool.
food cock.
My favorite thing about Inside Out, like my absolute favorite part of the movie, I watched it when I was 7. And I've told this to everyone I talked to about the movie. I've said this to. I was 7, and I watched it when I was like 13, and it was 2 different movies. Because I watched it when I was 7, and I'm like, oh no, the things in her head, Inside Out, or joy and sadness, they got lost. And then I watch it older, and I'm like, oh my god, this is a metaphor because she can't feel sadness or happiness anymore. Holy shit, it's a different movie now. Like when I watched it 7, I was like, oh my god, it's about the emotions. And I watch it when I'm older, and I'm like, oh my god, it's about her. It was eye-opening.
The
It was
entire
crazy.
thing was always about her. I understood that when I first watched the movie. I was like, this is about
How
her.
old
These
were
emotions
you?
are part of her. But I watched it in theaters.
Oh, okay, I did too.
You know,
I was
you probably know
very
how, you know
literal.
how old I am. Figure it out.
Yeah, I was very literal.
I had understood from the moment I saw that this is about the girl, not the emotions. The emotions are just part of the girl.
Real. I'm gonna read my notifications real quick on my Alexa. Alexa, read my notifications.
That's a great idea to do while you're actively on stream.
Oh, Alexa, play Despacito. Damn,
No,
it didn't work.
it did.
It did?
Yeah.
I'm going to torture you with this.
Alexa,
max volume.
Max volume.
Damn.
Alexa,
This is what
stop.
happens when it's so sad.
This is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
No, don't. It's gonna get copyright claimed. I don't even know if we're allowed to do that on the
Hey,
podcast.
hey. Listen. Listen, outside of this podcast, I'm going to loudly demand that your Alexa does things.
Usually it
Exclusively
doesn't
because I
work,
now know
but
that
I
it
don't
can
have
hear me.
headphones now, so I need to get headphones.
Because I know that can hear me.
Alexa, make an alarm for silly sex times at 1 a.m.
It's going to repeat those words if it says that. This is so brilliant.
Okay.
I can tell that it worked because you had to mute. You freaked out, didn't you?
Well, no, y'all can, even when I mute, it can still hear y'all because it doesn't deafen. So I mute with my mic, not on Discord. But yeah, Among Us.
It works.
For some reason, I turn off the alarm. For some reason, if I'm muted, it's easier for me to focus. I don't know why. It's not like I can hear my voice when I'm unmuted. But just knowing y'all can hear me makes me less focused. And I don't
No,
know
that's
why.
valid. That's valid. I
Because
kinda
we
get
could
that.
say something, and us being able to say something could throw you off.
Yeah, knowing that, like, because if y'all can hear me, I feel like I have to be listening for you to respond. Look at this patch of hair here. What the fuck? What is this?
Yo, that is either
Alexa,
A.
make it set an alarm for bald in 5 minutes.
Did not hear you.
Damn.
Damn.
I actually know what I think I know what that is. That is either A. Listen, that is either A. Your that is either A,
deafened
a
it.
bit of hair that is growing in and is going to get longer at some point, or B, that
Bald.
is the start of what is essentially a beard.
I think it's
Sideburns.
part of what I
Okay.
shave, and I just usually don't shave up there because I don't look because it's too close to my hair. And now I'm realizing, oh yeah, I need to shave up there, but it's a lot of work because it's so grown in now, and it'll take too long to shave it. So yeah, blah blah blah.
I shave my entire body every time.
That's too much work.
She is bald.
I am so bald.
Too
See,
much
that's why I
work.
need a VTuber model because I'm so bald.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's embarrassed at how bald she is, though. I think you should take pride in your baldness.
You should.
Anyways,
pay.
hey guys, welcome back to the Bald Podcast.
Okay.
This is 3 bald people. How do you feel about being bald?
I like how I literally have my camera on, and you can see like.
I'm gonna.
What would you
I'm
do
gonna
if I
cry.
pulled this off and it was a wig?
It literally is a wig.
You're so right. What was I gonna say? Shit.
You're bald?
No. Something to coffee? Coffee. You should get a VTuber model commissioned. You should pay thousands of dollars for someone to just make like an entirely hairless being with no genitals. So it's just like it's just like eyes, a nose, a mouth,
It's-
and then just
That's
You know
just
what?
a
You can make
flesh
that-
demon. I can make that for free. I could make a flesh demon for free.
Can
You
we,
should
can
pay
we
for
watch
it,
him
though.
do that?
yeah. You should.
How fucking long is this episode? Oh my god.
Too long.
An hour and 58 minutes.
I
Yo,
think...
we need to get up to 3
Are
hours.
we ready? We're not going for 3 fucking hours. Oh my god.
Are you ready?
I
Are
am
you
not
done,
ready
Kat?
to leave.
Are you?
We're
done,
not
Kat?
going for 3 hours. We're
I'm
not.
not ready. I'm not ready to leave.
Are you done, Kat? You made it sound like you want to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I have much more to say. My voice is getting tired.
Okay.
That's fair.
That was a good podcast. We should have you on.
That was a
again.
very good podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching the Girl Cock podcast.
Thank you.
We can't wait to see you next time when we're talking about CP finally.
Oh my
when
God.
we can finally get that approved.
I will not be
Oh my
there.
god.
This was my chance to shine. I hope you all enjoyed having me around. Because if you didn't, that's your problem, not mine.
This was
Thank
a
you all
good
for
one.
sticking around for so long.
All right.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See ya, chat.